This is the leading news from the Albuquerque Journal. I'm Gino Gutierrez. It's Monday, July 27th. Here's what we're covering on today's episode. New details have emerged in the case of a 15-year-old New Mexico foster child who was dropped off at the U.S.-Mexico border by the Children's Youth and Families Department. CYFD says it conducted 2 virtual home visits with the boy's mother in Mexico before deciding her home was safe for reunification. During a FaceTime call, the mother showed the child's bedroom and that the home had adequate food and water. Because the agency has no authority to conduct in-home visits in Mexico, officials said virtual inspections were the best option. The teen initially refused to cross the border and spent several days at a Texas homeless shelter after CYFD closed his case. A second virtual home visit was conducted before he was ultimately reunited with his mother in Ciudad Juarez. State Representative Doreen Gallegos is sharply criticizing the agency, calling its actions, quote, lazy and, quote, sloppy. She says CYFD should have worked with Mexico's Child Welfare Agency to conduct an in-person assessment, especially since the teen has not lived with his mother for 9 years. Gallegos is now pushing for stronger oversight of CYFD through New Mexico's Office of the Child Advocate. Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham has signed an executive order allocating $500,000 to support flood response efforts across western New Mexico following days of heavy rainfall. The funding will help provide sandbags, National Guard assistance, and other emergency resources requested by local, county, and tribal officials. Communities including Gallup and Zuni Pueblo have been hit hard by recent flooding. Last week, heavy rains caused a waterline break and widespread flooding, prompting Zuni Pueblo to declare an emergency and issue evacuation notices. The American Red Cross has been assisting affected residents. Since July 16th, Gallup has received more than 5 inches of rain, according to the National Weather Service. Another flood watch was in effect on Sunday, forcing the cancellation of Gallup's Route 66 ride's balloon mass ascension because of dangerous weather conditions. Forecasters say rain chances will continue throughout the week, and state officials are reminding residents to avoid floodwaters, monitor emergency alerts, and move to higher ground if necessary, and remember the safety message: turn around, don't drown. A record number of New Mexico homeowners lost their insurance coverage in 2025 as companies increasingly pull back from wildfire-prone areas. Source New Mexico's Patrick Lohman reports that according to the State Office of the Superintendent of Insurance, more than 6,200 homeowner policies were not renewed last year, the highest number on record and nearly triple the total from 2021. The hardest hit areas include Rio Arriba, Taos, Sandoval, and Santa Fe counties, where wildfire risk is the greatest. Insurance Superintendent Alice Kane told lawmakers the state is closely monitoring the trend, though she noted no major insurer has left New Mexico entirely. While homeowners continue to face rising premiums, average rate increases have slowed down to less than 5% in 2025 and 2026. That's down from double-digit hikes in previous years. Lawmakers are also expanding the state's FAIR Plan, which provides coverage for homeowners who can't find private insurance. A $10 million wildfire mitigation program is helping residents make their own homes more fire resistant, and insurers are expected to begin offering discounts to homeowners who take those steps. State officials hope those efforts will reduce non-renewals and help more New Mexicans keep their insurance coverage. Albuquerque's Senior Companionship Program is urgently looking for volunteers as the demand continues to grow. The AmeriCorps Senior Program pairs active older adults with homebound seniors to provide companionship, help with errands, and social outings. But right now, the program only has 13 volunteers and a waiting list of more than 100 seniors that are hoping to be matched. Program Coordinator Jenna Stanton says many older adults in Albuquerque have little to no local support system, making regular visits from a peer especially valuable. For 81-year-old Kara Warning, being matched with volunteer Bernadette Bland has helped her stay active and independent. The two spend several hours together each week shopping, eating out, and enjoying each other's company. Bland says volunteering has been just as rewarding for her, describing the people she visits as, quote, family. The program is especially seeking active seniors who can commit 10 to 12 hours a week. Volunteers receive training, mileage reimbursement, and may qualify for a non-taxable stipend. The greatest need for volunteers is in Uptown, Fort Hills, and Taylor Ranch here in Albuquerque. And New Mexico's Rail Runner Express is celebrating 20 years of service, marking 2 decades of connecting communities from Belen to Santa Fe. The commuter rail launched in 2026 at a cost of about $390 million and now serves 15 stations along a 96-mile route. Today, the system costs about $21.4 million a year to operate and is funded largely through a regional gross receipts tax. Supporters say the Rail Runner offers a safer, more relaxing alternative to driving Interstate 25, while also reducing traffic and in providing transportation for commuters, tourists, and people without cars. Critics argue, though, that the service is too expensive and that buses would be a more cost-effective option. Ridership has steadily recovered since the pandemic, reaching more than 621,000 passengers in the last fiscal year, though it's still below pre-COVID levels. Rio Metro officials say changing work habits have led to expanded midday service, which is helping attract more riders. While there's no plan to extend the route, a new $55 million maintenance facility is expected to open in 2028 to improve reliability and reduce long-term operation costs. The Leading News is powered by the journalism of the Albuquerque Journal. If you enjoy hearing all of the stories we share with you here daily, please consider becoming a digital subscriber to the Journal by utilizing the discount code in our show notes. Every subscription helps support local journalism and allows us to provide you with the news that matters to you. Now taking a look at Albuquerque's weather forecast. Today you can expect sunny and hot skies with a high near 102, and as for this evening, partly cloudy with a low around 73. To keep up with all the latest news from the Albuquerque Journal, you can visit our website at abqjournal.com. That's the Leading News. I'm Gino Gutierrez. We'll be back tomorrow.